I was watching about Tony Blair, Hillary Clinton, and the other people. They discuss about the power nation and the power man in the world today. I, I myself, I still the refugee in my nation, Vietnam. And I think that Vietnam, they don't want me to live in Vietnam either. And that is the thing that I care strictly about politics these, because Tony Blair's or Hillary Clinton or the other president, prime minister, we always need personal interest, right? Whether the president, whether the normal people, right? And we need to protect the human rights of everyone, right? Of course, the president and the other people, the president will have more interest. It means he have more freedom. It means he he can over outlaw to the other a little bit because he is the president, right? But the top people, the top world must be the one to decide the problem of the world. It means the one who can rule the world, right? Now I don't even understand the word, but clearly about the other brands, the president brands. But it seems to me that the world want to find one man to rule the world. And in the past, there are three different religions. It means three big: Buddha, Allah, and Jesus, Muslim. And now, three others kind already died, and it seems that the world want the unity the world. If we want the unity the world, what we must do? We must have one belief, right? We must have one direction of life. That is the only thing that we can unity the world. And the whole world people must culture back, and we must learn from one another, right? And to me, the West or the cultures, nation, continent, but Asia, Africa don't have, even though China come to Thailand don't want Chinese cultures because culture of China is the best culture, and now Vietnam follow. You look at me this way. How many points you can give me about cultures? Even though I have no nation, I am a mountaineer in Vietnam. And my mom taught me about human norm when I was so kid. When we teach the pupil, our kid, we must teach when they was kid. And when they grow up, we cannot teach them at all. And when they grow up, the law can be the one to punish them or give them the point. Because that's why the West they teach, or the West they teach the children free ways of life. But the children of the US, of the West nation, they are higher than the other continent. And the whole world can see that. That's why the US don't be friends with Mexico. Because Mexico is the heroin nation. It's not that it's not that the US afraid of Mexico. The US don't afraid of the US of the Mexican. But the US don't want the heroin lines, the mafia of Mexico come to the US land. But I don't even know. I don't know if that is true or not. But that is the thing that I prediction about Mexico and the US. I am not the terrorist. And I don't lie. We use too much the history in order we badly to one another. Even the Muslim. And right now, a lot of Muslim, they have the old thinking. And they don't be good. And that why terrorists And some Christianity also don't be good. How we must do about that? The good or bad is depend on that person, and we never too much religious, right? The religious don't save you, but the one can save you is the technology, and that's why the US afraid of Iran, because they're afraid Iran will destroy the US. Whatever, me or Korea or Iran, or we always want to protect our own family. For example, I want to protect myself, right? Just like the US want to protect themselves. That is the thing that the US want Iran. I am the politician. Don't know. I have to do with that. And Iran or the Muslim nation must teach the people back about how we must be the good heart. But of course, I am just sarcastically about politics, because I want to protect Iran, and the US don't give me money, and I want to protect the US, but Iran don't understand me and don't send me money. And also even though Korea, just like right now, Korea next to my house, and they don't even give me $1 and always say brother to me. What is that? Elon say investigate about Vietnam society. We must investigate. We must investigate. And who is against me is mean he is the terrorist himself. And Hillary Clinton and Tony Blair, I still give you the values in society, even though you are not the president. You are not the president. But what you are saying, right, Joe Biden must understand. Even though Hillary Clinton, right? Even though Hillary Clinton, the same. Never, we must study from Trump. If Trump is good, right now I am in the US and Trump must send me money. But until today, Trump don't even send me money. But Trump has the tower, big tower, expensive tower in the US, and the Trump airplane. Who give him that money? And Hillary Clinton don't make clear, and Tony Blair don't make clear, and the other president don't make clear about that thing. The reason why Trump had the big tower like that, and I have no money at all. What is that? What is that? Suppose that the time that I was in Bangkok, Barack Obama was the one to rule the US, but then Trump, and Trump don't even react, don't even support me until today. What is that? And right now, the world president blindly to me. Why? Who can give me human right back? Is that you rich and I poverty? Is that you rich and I have must walk until today and people laugh on me? I am not Jesus, right? You or me, even though I am Vietnam and I want to compete to become the king or the president of the US, can or not? I think can. And I will give the power to the people that I love in Vietnam. That is the thing that the US must be on the power, must be have the Montagnard back, as the US was the one who created furrow and created and furrow lost lands in Vietnam. And you must be the one to teach back, to tell back the history. The place that I'm living now, there is the forest, the jungle before. And our nation, we don't even clearly know. But I think that we come from Cham. That is the thing that I prediction about history. Never that we come from India. India is so far away. India is next to Pakistan. It's so far away. We even close to next to Philippines. And I think that we are Cham really. And my family is belong to the royal family in the past, and the history said that. when Chen Kongchu was the one to get the royal from the Champa royal family. But how I still have the oil production in my house? It means we belong to the royal family in the past. That is. And I speak 11 minutes. And hopefully that the world president must conduce consideration and must give me the power in the world. And the world military must be on my hand. And I say, war,